Howdy, Beefalo Bart here, and welcome to the first Beefalo Show. And today, since this is the first one, I'm not really going to have much of a structure, but I do have some things that I want to do, and a couple things we'll just chit-chat about as I'm going along doing these things. You know, we do have patch 1.8 coming soon, and we have the PTS coming even sooner. In fact, it's less than a week away. So one of the things that I want to do some testing, do some gear set testing, and see if I'm ready for at least for the global event portion of it. And in that, I've got a couple different builds that I use primarily, and you know, a lot of you have already seen the primary build that I run. And as you can see, I'm trying to look stylish while I'm doing it, because beef plus fun equals Kobe. Anyway, so the global event coming up in 1.8 is going to contain one major aspect of it, and the modifier that I'm gearing up towards is going to be the one where when you're within close proximity, I'm guessing it's going to be within 10 yards, you're going to get an increased amount of damage versus the NPCs. Now, there are some gear pieces you can add that will add that bonus, which will be great to look forward to, and I'm going to be looking for weapons and gear and stuff that'll cater towards that. But in the meantime, what I'm going to be doing is just running these solo and running them in challenging mode, just to kind of get a feel for how I can do this to farm global event credits solo and see how good or bad it is. I mean, and what I'll end up doing is once I'm actually in the global event, I'll actually try these things in challenging mode solo, challenging mode with groups, and hard mode solo, and just to see how quickly I can clear through them and see what's going to give me the best overall, not just best overall global event credit for time, but effort. You know, if you're running with a good team, you can clear through these things pretty quickly, and that's good. But if you're running with a, well, junk team, you get what you pay for. So what we'll start off with is the Queen's Tunnel, and the maps that are going to be available for Global Event Assault are going to be Queen's Tunnel, the Russian Consulate, Grand Central, General Assembly, and then for the annoyance, I mean for the actual incursion, you're going to actually have Falcon Lost. So I would assume, you know, I have all of the DLC, but I would assume that Falcon Lost, you're going to have, you know, the DLC, or do you need DLC for Falcon Lost? But we all know how much fun this one is. It's not horrible. You've got two different challenging and heroic mode. And on that incursion, it does take a good group and a little bit of coordination, especially when planting the bombs and so forth. But we're not going to get into that because, well, you're not able to solo that. And primarily, this channel has always been and will always be about the casual gamer. So that's what we're going to focus on. So I'm going to queue up the mission now. You can see what I'm doing to actually get that. And then I'm going to travel to it. Because some missions are a pain in the ass. Whenever you queue up for it, it makes you reload the screen and so forth. Now, what's going to happen with this one? As soon as I teleport in, it's going to start the mission because I'm going to be there. And then you're going to have the... well, you'll see. As soon as you cross into the threshold, I would say for now, like I said, this is going to be challenging mode. But it doesn't have to be impossible. So you let them come across, do their thing. Don't interfere with the mobs that are rushing across in front of you. Let the turret go ahead and take them out, and the snipers. And we'll say go ahead and deploy a seer mine, and then run through here. That's going to distract the turret long enough for you to get in. Now you can take out the first one, it's going to jump down. She was right up there. And don't hesitate. I mean, if you got the skill haste, go ahead and deploy another seeker mine. Just want to get him distracted long enough to turn this turret off. Now, the other seeker was probably being held up because of the other sniper. Out there. Now, where a lot of people make a mistake, and I see this quite often, and it may maybe not be a mistake, but what I found is the best way to do this section, especially in challenging mode, is you come up to here. Don't go inside the gate just yet. Deploy a turret right there by the tire of this truck. Now, once you move in, it'll initiate the spawns, and you can start off here if you like. Being that I'm on a squishy, I'm going to want to kick back and not take any direct gunfire for myself. I want to get them to come to me. You always want the NPCs to come to you. And as you notice, I move back here. They haven't come up to me yet, but they will. You can use your seeker mines to conveniently weaken them. If you're in this position, or if you move back inside the gate, you're going to get them to start coming into you. And this is going to happen with the snipers. They're going to shoot you with that stupid blinding thing. You're almost always going to get the medic, or at least the sniper is going to run over here. Every time you deploy a skill, like the Seekers and the turret, their turret is actually going to start shooting at it. Now, by having it in this location right here, only the NPCs are shooting at it. The turret's not going to be able to hit it if you put it right next to the tire. These guys are not wanting to cooperate all that much. So keep it up here by the tire. That way only the NPCs will go after it. As you can see, it may not be the fastest way to do this, but it is effective if you're running a squishy build. By that I mean you can't really take a hit. The other option would actually be to run a D3 FNC, but you're going to take a lot of frontal damage. Unless you've got a really strong D3 build, you're not going to be able to take all of the damage. Now you're left, you can see I've got a sniper left and I've got a heavy left. Now I'm running an LMG. I could be running a sniper at this point. But whenever they decide they're going to stay fixed over here, you can use cover-to-cover movements. And that was a nice little lag jump. You see the turret doesn't see me right now, but it will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy my turret here, distract it. It's going to go after my turret, so I can do my thing. We really need to get that turret out as quickly as possible. It's going to make dealing with that heavy a whole lot easier. Or you can place your turret there and let it do some work. This should take out the heavy and the sniper. Now, since the Seeker didn't do its thing, it at least distracted him long enough to get up here. Alright, so that was that. No death, didn't die, and cleared right through it. Now, like I said, it may not be super fast, but it works. Now, in this section right here, again, being on a squishy, this is going to be a difficult section to clear because you just can't go face-to-face with these guys. Now, the other option is running, like I said, I'm running another build also, which is a D3 FNC build. But the one method I go for right here, let me go ahead and face him down and melt his butt. Now, what's going to happen is you can lure them down. I would say come to right here. Even if you can't whittle them down one at a time by just rushing out there, which I wouldn't do. You can actually deploy your Seeker here. Now they deployed the Seeker just then, but my turret took care of it. But as you see, the Seeker's going to go up the stairs and go out and around, and it will start wearing them down. You can see with this build, I'm getting relatively decent damage with a seeker. That bleed damage is quite nice. Alright, where is it out 2 this time? Usually only 1 at a time that comes out. Then build up in stack with the tactician. And my turret just wore that heavy gunner out, and I took out the other one. So that was a good stroke of luck there. By being right here, you have the option to be able to escape and run back. And you're not dealing with these 2 snipers that are up on the other car rooftop, which I will get to those shortly. Is it me, or is that music really loud today for some reason? I'm having some issues with the volume of my whole setup. Alright, so I've only got a couple of bad guys left. I can see that one's a medic. That's always going to be problematic. And it looks like 2 heavy gunners. I'm not sure what the other one is. Dude, they can actually shoot down and hit you from time to time. If at any point they act like they're not going to come down, which they may not, then say stick to a cover to cover, run across, and bait them in. You can always go back up to the top of the stairs. Deploy a seeker from here. They now know that you deployed from here. Put a turret here. Turret is like catnip to a frickin' heavy gunner. They just love coming over and just kicking your turrets. So go ahead and set it out. You see, one up move closer, but the heavy's going to come up just solely to take out your turret. And with any luck, might take one of them out, but it's also to help aim towards the snipers around the rooftop. Okay, well, I got one of them though. And the turret just went away. Like I said, this method does take a lot longer to actually do, but again, if you're on a squishy, this is the easy way to do it. Getting up and walking across, you do take a chance of actually getting hit from one of them up top. And I'm having some weird issues here. Now you come up and say hello. How about that? Really like to get that stupid medic out of the way. These snipers are always problematic. You know, you can sit there and try to face them off this way. It works. You can kind of play the cover thing. But you have to keep in mind trying to lure those heavies out. Snipers don't have any medics in here. Now, going out and climbing up the ladder right here, a lot of people will do that. However, yeah, it is possible that it'll work, but it'll also draw the grenades. And there is a sniper, a second sniper that's up there. I don't know where that other heavy gunner is. You really gotta get that stupid medic down. What was the medic time? It's easy to work on the heavy gunners. They're stupid. Like I said, they're going to go for that catnip. They're going to go for that turret. At this point, you can go ahead and run upstairs. They're not going to be able to come after you. But you're going to have that other sniper to deal with. So, one way to do that is... Hey, there you go. Deploy a seeker up top. Guys, definitely don't get hurt. And then you can actually go ahead and deploy a turret up here heavies can't get to it. You see this doing a lovely job. That's one heavy almost down. If you're shooting, you can go for the distraction idea, hit him with that LMG, and hopefully you can live through the burst of it. But what you're trying to do is either get him to move to get cover, or get him to drop his shield. That being the case, you can actually go for a grenade shot at that point. So he's done. Of course, you're going to prolong it by actually, you know, the terrain, but there's only so much you can do before turning into a big, greasy charcoal spot on the ground. Now, with the two snipers down, all you got to do is climb up top, and you're going to have one, not sure what you call these guys, engineer class, simple enough, drop a seeker on him, get him distracted, get him bleeding, tear his ass apart. Now, you always have to worry about this section right here. There's something that's always been broken. Is you'll have NPCs that are over there, and they will snipe you and shoot you from across from an area. You can't get to them. You see, I'm still stuck in combat. I can't heal. I should be out of combat. There's nothing nearby. There's nothing that should prevent me from being able to get back to a full regen of health. So I can either use a first aid kit or just deal with it. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to just deal with it, because there's no easy way of getting those guys out. Now, depending on how squishy you really are, is how you can do this section right here. Now, one method you can do is throw a turret here, get the ball rolling, seeker out, run back over, utilize the rope, and go back up top. From this point, they can't hit you. You're safe up here. As long as you don't come over here too close to the edge. There are a few little cracks that you can shoot through, but for the most part, while your turret's up, this will still keep doing some work. As you can see, I have a relatively quick cooldown on my seekers. Now, I can just continue to throw seekers and the turret right here on the tip. Heavies can't get to it. They will shoot at it, but they can't get up there to just kick it down. So if you're too squishy to actually physically engage these guys and challenge them by yourself, then you can use this and your seekers and take your time. Oh no, you took out my turret. And you see they found a spot where they can hit me from. Occasionally what you will get is the guys from the area that you can't get to, they will be there and they will start hitting you. Even though you can't see them, you can't hit them. Sometimes they will run along this fence right over here, and you can throw a seeker over, or you can shoot them, and that will take care of it. But you just have to watch yourself standing next to the edge. Just keep lobbing seekers down, and you'll take care of it. If it gets to a point where they're just not coming at you, then go ahead and head on down. I can't heal without using a first aid kit. Oh, poor stupid. I mean, heavy gunner. Now, to get by this turret right here, it's really, really simple. Throw your turret right there. Now, if there's anything hiding on the other side of this thing here, then it's going to be distracted by it. Generally, it's going to swing back over, and it'll focus more on your turret than on you. So, you see, it's pretty simple, you know. Once I get to the end portion of this tunnel before I turn right and go into the other part, it should take me out of combat and let me heal back up, which is definitely good because you're going to need it. didn't know there was a hidden door back over there, and another one right over here that you can use lockpick on. Usually it's taken me out of combat by now. But no, not this time. Yes, it's challenging mode. It doesn't have to be that challenging. Now I'm going to open up this door. Nay, give me a second to keep right what we're doing it. Okay, so this section right here, a lot of people struggle with this part. It doesn't have to be that hard. Turret here. Secret here. Go ahead and turn off this. Not sure what good it actually does, but this is going to get the ball rolling. They're going to get interested in you. And you can turn this one off if you want to on this one. It doesn't really do anything. Brave shotgunner there. I finally healed back up and lost it. Now, you can hold this section right here, but just like just then, you had some shotgunners that actually ran through. And you can see you got a heavy gunner that's coming out. And get my bucket here. I'm actually going to go into here. Use this as a fallback zone. And yes, I am pinned in here. Look, I let the dog out. No, I'm not going to reset this one. You can always put the turret here. And this is a short-term measure. In case I do decide to come in that door, what happens if you just put it right outside on the forklift, it's going to get hacked pretty quickly. And I'm going to end up going back over to that spot, going back out there, but going this route, you still get the job done. But I want to get that heavy taken care of. He's my primary concern. Another one down. So, you know, right at 60,000 damage per pulse on the bleed. Yeah, that's not too shabby. The heavy's going to be a pain in the butt, isn't it? After fast cooldown on the Seeker Mines is a blessing. Damage. Alright, now that my turret is ready again, I can actually place it on top of the forklift. Yeah, it's going to work there, but it's not the greatest spot. As the engineers start coming out, they will hack it. Come on, stick your head up the hole. Fine, do that. Hey, your turret should take care of their Seeker Mines as well. Just don't know what the hell to do, does it? Another good spot to put your turret is if you can get it to stay right there on top of that plywood. Not impossible for them to get, but difficult for them to get to knock out. If you get bold, it all depends on how froggy you really get. As you're taking these guys out, you come back over to this spot, it's going to piss them off, they're going to start coming again. And it's all about trying to get them to come after you. You want to keep them close enough to where your Seeker will actually do the job. You don't have to get too close. You got a spot you can hide in. Aww, did you not make it, Mr. Engineer? Now, again, the reason why I'm using the Con is it does a pretty fair amount of damage, and the more I use it, the more I actually make kills with it, the larger the magazine gets. So I'll do a quick reload now. You can see I'm back up to 171 rounds before counting. So holding this position right here, when they do start coming in, you can just focus your fire on their heads and use that LMG to just really put them down. Oh, Marine Super 90. Not a big shotgun fan in the game. So you can just keep doing this same routine over and over and over, and actually clear all of them. I mean, it'll work to get all of them out. You know, if you decide once you get a few more of them down, you can run in, turn off the turret, do other different tactics. I found that this, although slow, is 100% successful. It is possible to screw it up, but at least doing this method right here, you have a higher probability of being able to clear this up by yourself. So if you're going for speed, this is definitely not the mission to farm for global event credits. It's kind of just wanted to show that you can actually do the mission in challenging mode solo with a squishy set. Come on, let's go. Medic. And I could have done that differently, but well. They're going to be problematic. Sitting right here, a lot of times you can actually avoid their secrets up top, but they're not really good enough. Oh, you've got a turret. Yeah, it's good shot. 97,000 to 1. Oh, come on. Run. Run, little cowards. Really, those medics are the biggest. So they're going to keep healing back up. They're going to keep healing everybody else back up. That's what really slows these missions down, is the medics. So if you get a chance to focus one down, you need to go ahead and do it. Now see, my tactician is up to 24 right now. So my next seeker is going to be pretty potent. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to deploy it, and I'm going to move out. We got a medic over here to shoot my damn turret. And you got heavy right there. Now the heavies you can do. You got a sniper rifle else. The trouble is their turret is pretty damn effective. What you really want to do is get over there and turn their turret on. That'll help considerably as well. You want to keep those medics moving. If you get a chance to take a medic out, do it. Heavies, although they're going to put out a good volume of fire, they're really not that much to deal with. That one's just about dead, so he's not going to be much more to deal with. Being in here is not the best idea. Stay focused on this heavy, and then I should get out that window. I should go out there and turn their turret off. As you know, I didn't start this battle with full health. Anything? Now, they spent all that time fighting in here, dealing with that turret. Go ahead and shoot me one more time. I dare you. Your days are numbered there, Mr. Medic. So, yeah, see, you could do it without getting killed. I had to use 2 med kits, but, well. Like I said, I didn't start that battle with any health, hardly. I was down to 1 second. Now, this next section right here is your blue screen of death. Come on, go away. There's one great monitor, you know? And I'm going to go back to my con. Now, the thing about this section right here is you can work really, really hard, or you can work really, really smart. And what I'm going to do is play a Seeker, play a turret, and I'm going to go hide. Unless they fix this. No, they didn't. You can walk right through there, you go over here, hide behind this generator. Specifically, this generator. Because, although you cannot shoot through this door, and you cannot shoot through any of the doors, they can. See, they're shooting through. But you can deploy your Seekers right over there towards that curtain, so to speak, you came in from. And definitely like that. However, you can also deploy your... You will have some that'll come in here. They get froggy from time to time. You want to put your turret up here. You got lucky. I was repositioning my turret. And again, you're really, really squishy. You can't really take a hit. There's 2 spots you can work from. It's either here or outside, and I'll go to that position as soon as I get the signal that I've cleared this section. Again, I'm back down to 1 segment of health. Again, this is definitely not a mission you want to run for speed, unless you've got a really good, well-coordinated group. Again, this is just demonstrating that a squishy, casual game build like this one is actually capable of soloing this and challenging it. Now, the turret's gone again. The reason why I'm putting my turret here is because even though I can't shoot out, my turret can. And it can cover out that door, and it can cover across here. So if anything does come in through this little hole right over here, then it can engage in them, plus I can. You can see, whenever your Seeker comes back, and it's the same thing with this door right here. They can shoot in, but you can't shoot through. If you hear that sound, your Seeker's going to deploy. Keep an eye on where they're actually located. And if you have to manually move, then that's fine. But this will be the other location. As long as you stay right here, you almost never have anything that spawns behind you. As long as you come up from there, come straight right here. You can place your turret right over there and just keep launching Seekers. Just keep an eye on what's behind you. Now, the crappy thing about this mission right here, also another spot that's absolutely just stupid. It's right over here to your left. You have to worry about the NPCs outside the map. And we'll try to whittle them down really quickly while I'm still trying to clear this mission. Oh look, they even got crumpled on it. Asshole. You're gonna sneak up behind me. Really? You're gonna sneak up behind me while I'm trying to take out unnecessary freaking targets. So now I have a named elite sitting right over here. Plus I have still mission stuff I have to deal with. So I may have somebody else spawn down and come down there, come over here. Plus I got them shooting at me. Okay. Had to use a med kit, so I'm kind of pissed off already. Look at the secret one first. I'm going to place my turret here. Alright, you asshole. Hey, good. I have now another patrol coming. So now I'm going to have to move, because now I've got my mission stuff to deal with, on top of a named elite and another patrol. Coming after me. Come on, why don't you come after me? There we go. Come on. No, come on. Come on. You're not dead yet? Come on. Come on, stupid. There you go. Be a good little dumb ass. Oh no, you're good. You're done again. Alright, now that I'm not going to start the assault just yet. Undeploy my turret. And I'm going to finish these targets. Because I'd like to be able to maintain a good heal. And even though I am fully healed, daily assignment. Now, I have loot that's stuck all the way to frig out there that I can't get to just yet. So hopefully it'll still be there by the time I finish this mission. Now, if you don't know where they are, deploy a seeker. Cost above a seeker. Now, I know where they are. They're not here yet. Fully stocked. Huh, how about that? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart the mission. And I'm going to go ahead and run back downstairs. Deploy a seeker now. And it'll start going. Yeah, I just hit fire. Yeah, that spawn was totally screwed up. Not exactly sure how all that happened, but every bit of the spawn is screwed up right now. I want to be down there. I don't want to be up here. I'll take a second to take your ass out. Well, I'm just screwing the pooch on this mission. Everything is backwards. Alright, I'll take that death, because, yeah, everything is all screwed up. That's never happened before. Yeah, likely story. But, alright, I'm going to show you how this is supposed to work. Cue this up. You run downstairs. I've done the same thing every single solitary time I run this mission. Park my ass right there. And I'll put my turret right there. Because everything is screwed up right now. So kind of get everything equalized. What usually happens is I'm able to get downstairs, get in my position right over there, and no problem. Or get it up here, and no problem. But everything has absolutely gone topsy-turvy this time. The spawns are happening in different locations. Hey, I'm not complaining. Mix the game up a little bit, make it more... Well, make challenging mode actually challenging. Now, you can sit here and just run the timer down, too. I mean, that's not a big deal. But it's kind of cowardly to sit there and, oh, I'm going to run the timer down. See, I'm taking a sip of my coffee. He spawned right here and then ran out and killed him. Didn't shoot me while he was inside, but he'll try to shoot me through the door. You see, my turret's actually shooting through the door and killed him. I try to shoot through the door, it looks just like that. Big dent in the door. Doesn't do diddly squat. And you're going to have another one that's going to spawn right over here. He'll run over and go outside and just... Where's he at? No. Being in this spot right here, it tends to confuse them, whether this is a glitch, an exploit, whatever. It actually tends to confuse the NPCs. They'll actually be looking down at me and trying to figure out where I am to come get me. And playing with other people in this, doing the same thing right here. Seeker mines and turrets tend to draw a lot of aggro. And with that, you know... Aw, you think a real boy to come to get you? You just got wrecked and I never even took a shot at you. Nah, we'll take this garbage. Yeah, I'm sitting on worried about that. So this spot right here is actually a pretty good spot. You're safe for the most part. Nothing's perfect. See, I had some major issues with the spawns varying a little bit, but now it's just a mop-up. You have to kill the last few remaining, and it should be relatively easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run back out here. Die and allow grotesque military manner. So if you're going to hold this position right here, which is not a bad position to get into, then you can sit here and when you deploy your seekers, put them right next to the stairwell. Occasionally what's going to happen is they'll go up, one or more will actually explode right there. See the whole patch I'm just destroying this. Which is really annoying, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's just a random thing based on the position that they're taking. Now, the heavies are gone, you can actually just throw your turret down there. The heavies are the only ones, or heavy gunners are the only ones who are actually going to come over and stomp or kick your turret. And this is just for the sniper, so to speak, that wants to hide up there. Your turret can keep them occupied. Come over here. Seriously, another patrol one. These guys are relatively easy to kill. But it's annoying as crap that you actually have to deal with it. Oh, look at you hiding over there. Alright, so hopefully this will quickly finish off this garbage. And apparently that was the last of the ones over there. Oh, you're hiding from my seeker mine. piece of crap. Just go ahead and die and get it over with. And hold up the whole entire mission because of one or two dum-dums. It's alright, you're gonna be dead really, really soon. And that's it. Alright. This last section got overly complicated and really just kind of screwed up everything. But I don't know if I should count that as a death or not. Come on now, it's just BS, I got robbed. Alright, whatever. Since that took forever to do, and a lot longer than I actually thought it was going to do, since I killed that guy, I'll show you how to get to where Doorsman died. But since, yeah, it took a lot longer to run this than I really wanted it to, that at least shows you that you can actually run this by yourself, no problems. Get out. I ain't messing with you. Just, as you see where I ran down, come right over here, jump over this fence. Because occasionally there's a group fighting right over here of LMBs. You can either engage or say the hell with them. If you didn't engage in Doorsman, or Corporal Doorsman, or Doorman, or whatever, he usually comes from that direction right over there and patrols usually only to about right here. Now, even though you killed and cleared everything, you've actually walked around enough. There's actually going to be another patrol here. Or are you going to make a liar out of me? Oh, there you go. So, quick and easy dispatch on these guys. What's going to happen is, occasionally, if Doorman hasn't spawned already, that patrol will also back him up, and you'll have two patrols this way, and you'll have one this way, and yeah. Oh, an ACR. Doorman died over here, and as you can see, I got absolutely zero loot from him. Nothing. Should have probably just let him live and then just come after him separately, but killed an aim delete and got absolutely diddly squat for it. And you guys are going to suffer for it. I found the Pecan is probably one of the best guns you can use for a squishy build, just for overall general just spray and pray. So, like I said, since that took way too long, I was going to try and run as many of these as I possibly could. And the time that I allotted for this nightly live stream or the show is going to be 2 hours, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern time. So that leaves me down to where I could either run one more mission, which I'm probably going to go ahead and do, but we're going to move down the list to Russian Consulate. Now, Russian Consulate, how about that? Challenging mode is the daily. So, doing this one in challenging mode solo with a squishy build. It has its moments. Because what you're going to run into is, part of the way through the first room, you're going to have spawns that are from the outside who are going to come in through this door right here, and they're going to be shooting you in the back where you're trying to focus everything else down. But definitely the first thing you should always do is come in here and turn this console off. What that's going to do is turns off the metal detectors. What I'll do here is I'll actually deploy a turret there, and I will go ahead and deploy a seeker. And that will haul ass. And you can sit right here on the edge, and what you're going to have is usually there's going to be one or two that will go into this one. And I would say probably the best thing you can do is come to right here. appears by turret is dead. Because they're able to send out seekers. You really need, if you're going to run this squishy gun like this, you really definitely need to have 50% strength. That's just good. You're going to, and putting your turret up there, yes, it's going to get shot, but you're going to have these coming over 50. But also, you can help to focus the ones that are going to come in behind you. So you want your turret up there. Now, by me sliding over here and sticking my neck out and getting on this side, what's happened is now they've shifted onto my left-hand side as well, and it's stopped that one guy from rushing over here behind me through that door. As you see, I see red over here. So I'm actually going to throw Seeker Mine here. Because I knew that they were there. They're not gone yet. And I'm not going to deploy. And I should have gone back and restocked on med kits. That is a big problem now. Really need those first aid kits. Cut myself with that. So that should be it for the patrols coming in. For the most part. We may get one more striker, but hopefully not. He keeps coming off the cover. So they're secretly trying to go after the turret instead of me. So that's why they're going to roll to right here and theirs are going to blow up. And again, this is a slow way to clear this mission. Another option will be to stick your head out there and go ahead and run a D3 and just get some face time. Now, during the global event, I'm going to say definitely think about running a two-man team. One person with a really strong D3 FNC build and another with this tactician build, or maybe with this on top of the seekers to also deploy a first aid kit. Now, the problem with this is that medic just ran outside. If you go outside and you die outside, you're not going to be able to spawn back in the mission area. It'll respawn you at a safe house, and it's absolutely just retarded. Good thing about it, I would say, is the medic's now outside, and he can't heal this guy. Again, you're probably going to end up being stuck in combat and not being able to heal yourself back up. Yep. And now I'm going to be stuck at this point. Because that medic is outside, I'm not going to be able to progress. Seriously, this is absolutely retarded. I'm assuming the medic went outside to heal the patrol that's on the outside. If for some reason I died out there, that would have been really, really, really upsetting. Now, I threw my turret out there this time because I want to turret on turret action. And I'm ready to give up on this ship because everything is absolutely getting screwed up in this box. Nothing is going the way it normally does. Medic running outside and spawns changing in different locations. I'm perfectly fine with changing up the game, making it different. No, you damn medic, I want you dead. I'm gonna have your ass run back outside like your buddy did. Also right here, where the heavy sit, you can usually get well-placed shots on the weak point and actually take him out that way. It told me to continue, but there's still mobs there. Everything has absolutely been screwed up since around 1.7. Spawns have been screwed up. You know, missions like Amherst Apartment. Whenever you finish the mission, it says, "Okay, you're finished." As soon as you walk forward, go ahead and start looting everything. Guess what? They're not all dead. There's one more elite that comes out. And like right now, it said, you know, it's telling me investigate the Russian consulate. However, as you see, I can't go and investigate because it didn't take into account this spawn right here. This is 1.7. Things have been kind of screwed up. Alright, medic. I want you dead. So now it is time for you to go away. Now can I continue on with the mission? Like you told me I could a few minutes ago. Well, with that catastrophe finished, I didn't get my ass kicked, I don't know. It was close. I just pick up a couple more med kits, but this spot right here, why the hell it wouldn't let me deploy my turret? Grenade there, bro. Alright, with that group of retards gone, I'm going to put my turret here, run in, run out, go back to here. Gonna watch out for those magic hand grenades, you know? Want to explode through walls. I guess you can run. I will say that with that, some screwed up spawns and everything else that's going on with this thing. After 1.7, I think it's slightly more challenging. All you want, bitch. Make it happen. Your medic friend's not gonna be my fucking version. Oh, come on, coward. There you go. Alright, now you're going to have one more come out, or two sometimes. Him had a shock grenade. Alright, so that part finished. No death. Here's where it can be interesting. Again, depending on how good your armor is, if you're absolutely just squishy, then it's going to be difficult to complete this section. Instead of running out there and confronting them head on, what I like to do is say hello, and then come back over here. Put a turret there. And again, this is a long way of doing things. This position right here, the only thing you have to worry about while in this position is maybe two rushing shotgunners. But as soon as they come into the room, they're going to get engaged by the turret. And they will come after. If the turret's placed in the right position, it will help greatly. Again, medics can be problematic. It also seems that the more players you have in your group, they blew up and because it's exploding right over here, not getting around. The more people in your group, the more medic or more heavy gunners are actually going to be in the mission. Now at this point, you haven't secured the room. There's nobody else there. Your turret's popped. So you're going to have to go back up and say hello again. And deploy your turret there. Try deploying a seeker here. And there you go. And it's breaking off into 2 targets. One just died, or could have been a med kit, med station. Alright, see, we got a grenadier over there. And another option for your turret is actually putting it up there. Since I probably have a medic that I'm dealing with, and I'm not wasting the med kit on the bleed. Alright, turret's down. You can actually put your turret here. Where are you? Right over there. And so it is 2 of you. Alright, since the medic is your primary problem, no matter how much damage you do, it's going to get healed back up by the stupid medic. I didn't take any damage from the Seeker Mine just then. I took damage from the bleed effect. Alright, so at least they're interested now. Now, putting it right there was a bait position. It's like now, he's baited. He's going to come in. Now, as soon as he comes in that door, we know that he's throwing Seekers. We can actually go right here. The Seekers will cause a bleed effect, but they're not going to hurt bad enough. But by sitting right here, I can throw my Seekers out. Turret's actually doing a little bit of work, but that was probably a first aid kit. Now here you can't climb over the wall, but when you need to redeploy your turret, you can always put it there. Now, guess what? The room is secure. So you can go over there and activate the computer, listen to their stupid speech, and then go through this all over again. It's so much fun. Again, not a speedrun mission. This way, if you want to run for speed so that you can get the most by yourself, this is definitely not the way to go. You can run it on hard mode, or you can run it on regular mode and probably do it 2 or 3 times in the time that it takes you to actually run it one time in challenging mode. So if you're going by yourself, see, it took an hour for me to do Queen's Tunnel, and it's going to take me at least 30 minutes to complete this in challenging mode on Russian Consulate. So that's 2 hours of your life wasted at that point. If you're trying to speedrun, this is definitely not the way to go. I'm sure if you went with a D3 and you got some FaceTime and that kind of stuff, and that's going to be the benefit of the Globe event, is it's going to have that modifier. Being up close and personal, you're going to get that increased damage. And here's where you're probably going to run into that shotgunner. You're going to actually have to use a gun to kill somebody. No! That's terrible. So now you can take this position once those shotgunners are done, and at least you're going to be able to deploy your turret. But you're going to want turret, because it's going to help with the seeker mines like this one. You just want to bait them in here. That's it. make them come to you, especially if you're running solo with a squishy build. The more you stick your head, the more chance you're going to have to get shot, and the more chance you're going to get killed and run out of medkits. I'm back up to 4 medkits now just from running around picking them up off the ground. Every time you pick your head up to shoot, you potentially take the risk of getting killed and getting a medkit. Not that medic dead. Since it wasn't close enough to anybody, it came back. Just want to run forward just enough for it to get a target. Definitely two. You got a heavy and an engineer. Undeploy my turret because I'm going to need it maybe. Both of these guys are getting throwing grenades, so that can be problematic. See, I'm under a status effect now, which is going to screw me up for being able to use skills. I think it's definitely wanted that turret out. It does have those chance encounters here and there. The Seeker's going to go up and be the one that's going to finish them off. Specifically this guy right over here. You should die. There you go. Oh look, another spawn. So it's back to the hiding hole and do it all over again. All those shots did absolutely nothing, or showed absolutely no damage. Oh wait. Seeker mines, really? That amount of bleed, I'm going to go ahead and use it to make him. Two Seekers hitting me at the same time, chance of surviving that bleed is pretty low. Medic down, that's a really good thing. Alright, so those who don't know me, I was Army, and one of the most effective things that God created on this planet for the U.S. Army was a damn medic. Best thing since sliced bread. Not that important until you need one. And you need one, you want them there. You think about what the combat medic goes through. I'm ready to sit here on cruise control. Because I'm serious. The shit that a combat medic has to go through in any one given day in battle, and not even just in battle, but out of battle too. But they're usually not armed. They have a 1911 or M9 or whatever. They're essentially just a sidearm. You get out there and do something stupid and get your ass shot, and now they've got to come across field of fire, under fire, to go out there and rescue you. So if anybody that's ever served, if you have anything to say bad about a medic, you got problems. They are the true heroes. Alright, let me quit brand setting on that. No, I was not a medic, I was infantry. Alright, here I'm going to deploy and hide. Because the way things are going right now, my ass can't keep me on a silver platter. Now, I ran this yesterday with a Firecrest build on a different character, on my usual build. And it absolutely just whipped my ass. I just couldn't seem to do anything right. I probably died 6 or 7 times. Seriously. I got to this point right here. The first parts were bad enough, but it got to this part right here, and everything just went to shit quickly. The way that I normally do this has not been working. Like I said, ever since 1.7, everything has just been screwed. So it's looking like there's nobody else down here. So maybe, just maybe, I can go to my usual location, which is right here. Everybody else wants to rush downstairs and go into that next room. When you're solo, that's not always the best idea. Turret, I'm actually going to put here. Put everything I can out there right now because I'm a star medic. And medics are the #1 target in the game because they will prolong this for way too long. Now, when you deploy your seeker mines at this point, if you're doing this same build that I'm running, then put them right there. They're close enough, they're going to track, they're going to find them. You're going to have about 3 heavy gunners and at least 2 medics. And the 2 medics are going to make the heavy gunners impossible to really bring down. Even if you were to hit their weak spot, you got to deal with the rushers. Burn it, freaking recover them. I've never had this much issue clearing this mission. Not even on challenging mode. For some reason, when you deploy your seeker mines down here, and you don't get a target, well, I definitely have one right now, he just hacked my seeker mines. How the hell is that possible? Yeah, hack my damn seeker mine. What's wrong with you? I like putting my turret here. So everything is so screwed up right now. Well, see the attacks again. He just tried to hack, and did hack my damn seeker mines again. Since when have they been able to hack seeker mines that come in that close? Why can't we have something to hack with? Give us the ability to hack shit. Won't be practical, but let us put down a turret that disables seeker mines, or, you know. At this point, if it looks like they're not going to rush in, and they are, you have to be patient. And a lot of people lack patience. It used to be that you could put your turret right there, but what happens now is it falls down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place my turret here, and place it. See, I got 3 heavies, I know at least 1 heavy. You shouldn't have any more shotgunners, or Okay. Maybe you guys can tell me what that happened, how that happened. I wasn't exposed. I wasn't around the corner. I wasn't doing anything. I was in a cover position, but yet somehow or another, I just died. I got shot through a wall just then. Unless you guys saw something that I didn't see. It looked just like I got killed through a wall. Seriously, that is not right. Turrets have been falling off of objects. I've been getting killed through walls. It's frankly getting kind of annoying. Waiting for them to fix some of their shit. Turrets acting up. Alright, did you see that? I know I'm crazy, but it showed to me the icon that my turret was hacked. It's hacked now, and I can't do anything with it. I couldn't even undeploy it. You could undeploy it just then either. I've been noticing a lot of little tiny issues with this game recently, and it's getting kind of annoying, and hopefully they'll fix some of these things, because I'm getting kind of tired of it. Damn secret mine. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. I should have already been done with this mission by now. I was actually getting killed by getting shot through a damn wall. There was nobody behind me. Yeah, the heavies don't normally rush. Chalk it up to WTF. Now, with this heavy gunner coming through here, he's being a pain in the ass. Come on. I'm going to go to get a cover position on that door. He moves. Interesting. The heavies are getting... oddly, get off the fucking cover. I couldn't begin to tell you how many times I've gotten killed because this idiot game will not let you release from cover. You get stuck on it when you're trying to get away, and yeah. And there is a setting you can do that makes it where it's easier to come off cover. But yeah. Okay, this time my gun wasn't shooting. Hacking turrets. They're hacking secret lines. Turrets are not dropping where I'm throwing them. Spawns are getting all kinds of screwed up. Respawning from locations they never spawned from before. Another ends to happen. Alright, I'll get the garbage. It's down. Just got heavies to deal with. Come on, heavy. There's a turret sitting right there on the ground. You know you want it. You know you want to come over and kick it. It's what you do. It's your friend. We're going to sit there and be a dumbass and do that. Then I'm just going to come over here. I'm going to make you come out of cover. I'm going to make you come for me. Come on. Oh, you're just stupid, predictable. Alright, tactical SA-58. Okay, I am pretty good with firearms, and I've shot a considerably large amount of guns over the many, many years. And I may be mistaken, and I'll research it later to be 100%, but SA-58, okay, it was based off of the FN, Fabrique Nationale, FAL. And I've had several of the semi-automatic versions, and looking at this one right here, it's got the side folding stock and the stand cut bolt carrier group and no carry handle, standard 20 round magazine. I can't tell the grip on it, but let's take a look. Alright, that's a Tapco saw grip with AR-10 style birdcage suppressor, flush suppressor. Okay, that's all fine and dandy, but you go to use this gun and it shoots 3-shot burst mode. I was under the assumption that the FAL series rifles only shot in safe, semi, and full auto. first. Secret, and then hide. Because, again, the way they've been getting these magic hits earlier, you know, all throughout today and yesterday, I'm not going to give the opportunity. If I come over, get rushed. Magic bullets. I'm going to place my turret there. Since everything that I seem to be doing is backfiring on me right now, that's going to probably backfire. So I'm probably going to end up either putting it up here on the rail, putting it up over here on this table, or trying to put it up there on top of the picture frame. Just to take care of the shotgunners that rush this area right here. And the secret mines whenever they come in. See, my secrets do a good job, and they do a pretty good job for clearing. As long as I keep my head out of my ass and let the magic happen. Messing up why my turret's not actually shooting. Magic bullets. Getting shot through solid objects. And yes, I know. If this were real life, then these sheetrock walls are not going to stop bullets. My turret is doing absolutely nothing. Oh, good old recovery link. Magic bullets. They're shooting me through that. I can't shoot through them. They can, but I can't. Goody! I'm absolutely shitting with this game right now. I'm getting shot through things that I can't shoot through. And it's so tempting to just give up on this game until 1.8 hits, ride the fun train that is that patch, and then just leave again. Honestly, what the best thing to do is right now, since the squishy belt isn't holding up as good as it probably could be, is go ahead and build again. Switch over to a D3 FNC build and just sit there and tank it. Come on, yummy, you tarts. So, since it's gone absolutely stupid on the way this game is acting, go loadouts, D3 FNC. Now, go do something a little bit different here. I'm actually going to go ahead and use there's nobody behind me to be able to shoot me. So explain how I just died just then. And my legs were covered. So many unexplained ways that I'm getting killed right now. It's probably in my best interest just to log out and come back later. Hiding from me. I shot that turret and killed it, and it's still there. Okay. During the global events, the amount of damage from being in close proximity seriously. Rush right behind you. Alright, so I've had pretty much enough of this. I have never had this much trouble clearing this mission. And it's looking horrible for me on my live stream. Come on, let's go. Again, I'm pushing out and going to them. So, for the casual build, casual play, instead of me going to them, make them come last. That turret goes wrong. Could also go with a secret thing. These turrets, they do a lot of damage. They're actually doing more damage to me than the enemy is. Nope, not coming to you. You come to me. See, I keep running out there, even with this heavy shield, and I get my butt kicked. So, nope, not going to you. You're gonna come to me. They're getting past me. Turrets behind me. Getting shot through walls, barricades. This guy's actually just tearing my ass up through a wall. And never saw him deploy that turret, but that turret showed up behind me. I'm aiming at his weak spots, and they aren't taken. Alright, it says secure is complete. So in theory, I'm done. There's nobody else here. Huh, how about that? With the shield deployed, I can't seem to get my SMGs usually to get over the top of the walls or railings or whatever. Come on. Let's go. I'm not talking to the virologist. I've got all this audio turned off. I got so tired of hearing Feilaos and herd garbage and Benitez and whatever the hell their names are. Just all that extra chat is just annoying as crap. And waiting for stuff like this, waiting for the mission. How about for those of us who have completed these missions 400,000 times? Can we skip the chit-chatty bullshit and just go straight to playing the damn mission? It's bad enough this shit's bugged all the hell and back right now. It's causing weird shit to happen. Alright, this spot right here, not hard to clear. However, you always have the rushers, snipers. Snipers are going to blind you. Rushers can get on top of you. Yep. But I mean, we get deployable claymores. Not claymores, but you know what I'm saying is there were deployable mines. Whenever something gets close enough to them, they deploy. Why don't we have those? Why don't we have the damn grenade launchers? Why don't we have melee? I want you to heal back. Shooting me from the side. It's not over with. No, it's not. It can't be over with. Because even though if I do finish the final thing and complete the mission, there's always that extra spawn that comes in from right there that's not counted. I have to die now. So if you don't actually take that group out, even though you pick up the Shade Tech and get the completion for the mission, you always have to be worried that there's always that extra spawn that happens inside this doorway right here. And they will sometimes just sit there and hide in that room. And it will be problematic, because it'll look like you're done. And as soon as you do, you run out here and you die. And after you've already picked up that key and initiated that last little speech that you couldn't hear just then, it doesn't matter. You die there. You actually spawn back in the safe house, even though you didn't get to finish this portion of it. You can actually fail this mission because you didn't get that last little part of it. So I'm gonna process some garbage here. Probably should hang on to some of these guns for after the patch. So I definitely want to have some things that are in my inventory now, so that whenever the PTS does kick in, I actually have them on me. And at that point, I can dump them. I can just dump everything and just clear my inventory out and so forth. I don't need a Nomad chest piece. I've got a list of the final pieces that I need to finish out the gear sets. So, yellow, 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 I don't care. Tactician's mask. I don't need any other tacticians. Whether it's good or not, I don't care. And although I do need to sell a few things, Banshee, I just need a holster. D3 FNC, not going to screw with it. Don't know what I didn't write down. The only one that I don't have right now written down is what I need for my Alpha Bridge. So I'm just sitting on a bunch of unnecessary things for now, and then I'll come back in and whenever I get froggy and sort through it and see which of the Alpha Bridge I don't have. Since I don't run Alpha Bridge, then it's kind of no point. Now, I've been lucky so far with these exotic or these regular caches. I've actually gotten 2 ninja backpacks from them. Which I'm pretty happy about, by the way. Hey, Predator's Mark chest. I needed that. I still need a Predator's backpack, though. Alright, I'm sure this has been... And there's Predator's backpack. Cool. Now I can finish out my Predator set. Get that. And... I need one more key. Sapphire key fragment. Did get one commendation there, so that's good. So since we're just about done with the 2-hour run here, I will take this last couple minutes to go ahead and run back and find me a stash fact, we'll go to the basic operations in the terminal so that I can get that predator taken care of. I'll pull some predators out of my stash, equip them all, and then we'll see, I'll get a accommodation for doing that. Yeah, there's accommodations for just putting on armor sets. You actually have to have all 6 pieces. So I'll grab the Predator's Mark from here. I have so much random crap. Don't even... Well, I have another one right here. In fact, while I'm here, I ought to go ahead and grab the Alpha Bridge stuff out, just so I have accountability and I can write that down. Getting Alpha and Predator. Okay, I will say for the first episode of the Beefalo Show, this has been sufficiently boring as crap. And I do apologize for that. However, what I would like to add is I would like some comments, suggestions. What would you like to see for a 2-hour broadcast, whether it's done Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or would you not want to see 2 hours at one time, maybe a 1-hour version or a 30-minute version, or should I stick with just 15-minute episodes? You know, these are the kind of things that I need to know in order to do better with the overall broadcasting and the overall idea of YouTube. You know, I need to be putting out stuff that people want to watch, so you guys are the audience. What do you want to watch? What do you want to see? What kind of questions do you have? There we go. Do you want to see 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours? Alright, so I just put on the full Predator set, and now I just got the Predator's Mark collection for putting on all 6. That gave me a key fragment converted into a cipher key, which I can come over here and spit. Come on, Tactician Shirt. No, you suck ass. I already had you. Lovely. Gorilla Commando weapon skin. Kind of looks like one of the ones I already had. Alligator Tenga food, whatever the hell. Purple alligator. God, if that doesn't scream pimp. I love it. We should use that now. Can't use it on you. Thank you. Purple pimp alligator. That's what I'm talking about. That was the other one. Gorilla Commando. So the Gorilla Commando, it kind of looks like, and I have a couple of camouflages. It's not horrible there, but Predator Maw. That's what I was thinking about. Very similar. Not the same, but very similar. Talk about, how about this? Snake skin mangrove. Snake skin mangrove. The only difference is the size of the patterning, but they have exactly the same name. Cool. I have a few camouflages. Tiger Stripe Vintage. That's also very close. And these are kind of cool too. But we're going to go with the pimp. Alright, so that was the accommodation on there. If you're not familiar with those, you can find them in Exploration. And you can see there it is. Predator's Mark. Collect and equip all 6 pieces of the Predator's Mark gear set. So you got Predator's Mark, Reclaimer, all the gear sets are represented. And you see I got quite a few things down here. collect 600 vanity items to get the Wicked Wardrobe. I've already got that. So yeah, I still have the Alpha Bridge, Banshee. Still got more to go on Emo. That is just annoying as crap. You have to do 50, then 100, then God knows how many after that on stage 3. You know, there's Nomad, Sentry, Set Collector. So once you get all of those, like I still have to get Striker, Nomad, Sentry Skull, Alpha Bridge, and Banshee. But then I get a Cipher Key Fragment, and then I get a patch of Stinky Cheese. I'm sorry, seriously. And we're running along here. Really? I go through trouble to get all of these damn things done, and all you're going to give me is a single damn key fragment and a stinky ass cheese patch. Wow. Just frickin' wow. Same thing with this. You get all of these things done, including Gone Spelunking is the only one that I haven't done, and all you're going to do is give me one Cipher Key Fragment and a patch. Gone Spelunking, okay? Don't remember where that one was, but it involves going to the underground. That's the alarm for 2 hours. It involves going to the underground, and there we go. And if you don't have the underground DLC, then you won't be able to get this at all. You have to retrieve all 55 audio logs and 25 Urbex diaries from the underground. You're going to have to run the underground quite a bit of missions to be able to find them. You're only going to find maybe 1 or 2 of those things per run through. So at best, you're talking 60 to 75 or more, probably in the neighborhood of close to 75 and 100 runs to try to get that many done. And what happens if you make those runs and you miss it? Well, you're just kind of screwed. Notice right here. Complete 20 underground operations. Okay, you complete it, and then you got to get the other stages. But then all you get is this lovely little patch. So, okay. Episode 1 of the Beefalo Show is now complete. Thank God, right? May not have been the best, but the whole point of it was to see how it goes. And for you guys, tell me what you want to see. Tell me if you want me to keep it 2 hours. Tell me if you want to knock it down to an hour, knock it down to 30 minutes, 15 minutes. Focus less on watching me fail my way through a couple challenging missions with whatever gear sets. Switch loadout, tactician, boom, boom. Alright, so tell me what you think, tell me what you want, tell me what you want to see, and we'll make it happen.